Our coverage of Computex 2018 is sponsored by Cooling Master, Luxon Homes and H&R Borg Mechanical Services. For further details on our sponsors, click on the link in the description. We have Kay here from Cooling Master. He's going to explain to us what TEC and the Transperth liquid cooler here. Kay, can you explain to us roughly what these two are?
Yeah, sure. So TEC is actually a Thermoelectric Cooling. The concept is pretty much like a refrigerator. So one side's really hot, one side's actually really cold. How we applied it on the liquid cooler is the first stage of water, hot water going in, is going to a standard radiator. So it's a standard process of cooling. And then we go on the second stage where the water gets actually cold. So we bring the temperature actually really low, and then it goes back to the pump. So that's how this technology works to increase the performance on the cooling and CPU. Yes.
So the mounting process on both the systems, you have to have 120 and obviously a 240.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So normally when you mount it, people probably do like an L shape. So either on top, one in front, or one on top, one in the rear. Yeah.
And obviously the liquid capabilities of actually bringing the temperatures right down.
Yes.
Obviously it's been tested in-house, and how low temperatures have you got so far on what CPU?
Well, we haven't really put it on to test it on an actual thing, since this is a concept right now. So what we did was, every scenario is a little different. So if you have if the ambient temperature is higher, obviously I can't tell you what exactly it is, but on average, we'll say about 10 degrees less. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no worries. Well, when are we looking at sort of release on this next?
Probably next year, Q1. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Look forward to that.
All right.
Now we have the transparent liquid cooler.
So our transparents are, we're probably going to release this around end of Q3 this year or early Q4. What we did was we want to show the impeller, so we give that mirage look on the pump. So when you put it on, it's more like a fan that's showing that the mirage look, how great the addressable RGB is. And also, we're actually changing up the fans to a square fan. Okay. So when you look at the fan is actually connected right here.
Yes, yes.
What it does is it actually lowers the decibels, and it gives more better cooling on the radiator, and you get less dust. Okay. So that's what we're doing on this one, and the pump is actually a version 2, I'd say. So we made a lot of updates to make the cooling better.
Is the pump variable or just one set speed?
It's variable, yes.
It's variable.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. And we've got the Master Liquid RS series here. Obviously, they're released already?
Yeah, it's going to be released next month.
Next month?
Yes. Okay. So earlier this year, we released the R version. Mm-hmm. So what the difference is that we actually changed up the pump casing to aluminum. Yep. And on the radiator, you can actually see that there's addressable RGB on it as well.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
The main difference is there's actually a temperature sensor.
Okay.
So when you go in that mode, let's say your CPU is really cool, it'll show blue, and then it varies. If it gets hot, obviously it'll show red. Yeah. So it shows people that, like I say, they're gaming, they don't want to monitor on the temperature, they just look at the color of the fan.
And you're able to change that?
Yes.
Okay then. So if you say
our software's out, so you can use the software to control all the addressable RGB.
That's great. That's great. No worries at all. Well, thank you very much for that. No worries at all. Our coverage of Computex 2018 is sponsored by Cooling Master, Luxon Homes and H&R Borg Mechanical Services. For further details on our sponsors, click on the link in the description.